Hey everyone, my name is Nolan and welcome back to another Pixel Gun 3D video, and today will probably be the last top 10 of 2022, and I will save all of the new updated lists for 2023. So today we're going to be counting down the top 10 Christmas themed weapons in Pixel Gun 3D. Now there are a lot of Christmas themed weapons, and there are a lot of them that I don't have, so if you felt like I maybe missed one, then I might just have forgotten about it, or maybe I just don't have it. So yep, this list is entirely my opinion, so please don't go down to the comments and write a declaration of war against Mint Gaming because he forgot to include a mid weapon in this list. Alright, don't do that. That's not exactly the nicest thing to do, but if you guys do enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe so you guys don't miss a Pixel Gun video from me. And also, if we hit 20,000 subscribers before the end of the year, I'm giving away $100 in Pixel Pass tickets for this new overpowered Pixel Pass. And also guys, one more disclaimer before I start. I'm not including any of the new weapons in this Christmas update, otherwise this list would just be all the weapons in this update because they're all so freaking overpowered. So I wanted this to be original and entertaining and not just a showcase of these new weapons. So yeah, let's get into it. So the first honorable mention is Ice Paws. This melee is probably one of the most overrated melees in the game. Yeah, it's good, but with a 65 mobility, I'm pretty sure maybe a 75. I know it's not 85. It's not the best, and getting kills is actually really hard. You have to hit people at a certain angle, and it seems like no one actually really knows what that angle is, considering every time I make a video on Ice Paws, people give me different angles at what you need to hit people. So yeah, I just really don't know how to use this weapon, and I feel like a lot of people don't. And yeah, it can be good, but a lot of people are like, well, it's good at Mythical. Well, yeah, then you have to spend 900 gems to upgrade it to Mythical, and at that point, you might as well just wait for a new, better weapon to come out. So yeah, I just really don't feel like that this weapon is all that great, but I know a lot of people will hate me if I don't include it. The next honorable mention is Space Devastator. This primary is not really that good on its own at all after the nerf it got. However, it is really good for 3-cat because it is a shotgun that has no input delay or output delay, meaning you can switch from any weapon into any weapon. And it does do more damage than Acid Shotgun and has a higher fire rate and more capacity. So it's just better in every way than Acid Shotgun and good for 3-cat. And the last honorable mention on this list is End of Fairy Tale. I just feel like miniguns are generally weak compared to other primaries in this game. You have to wait for them to charge up in order to start doing a good amount of damage. But End of Fairy Tale is still a good minigun nonetheless. But yeah, I just feel like a lot of the negative parts about this weapon drag it down too much. And why would you use this weapon when there are better primaries in the game? Alright, moving on to the actual list. Number 10 is going to be Reflected Santa Sword. This melee is okay. I feel like that you need modules on it in order for it to be super good. It has an 85 mobility now, so that at least is pretty good. But as far as damage goes, you're not going to be winning games with this melee weapon in terms of damage. So yeah, it's good for movement speed. It's alright for damage, but I don't feel like it's all that great. I'm not winning games with it. I usually don't get past 4th place with this weapon. So, I don't know. I just feel like maybe movement speed is its primary thing. And also, you have to hit players twice in order to activate the Super Punch. So maybe if you only had to hit them once to activate the Super Punch, it would be way higher on this list. But it's kind of, I don't know, it's not the best. Next up on this list is Cole Frightener, and Cole Frightener, I believe was actually just recently buffed. However, this weapon was still already pretty dang good. What's really cool about this weapon is it has the more damage to the cursed attribute. So normally it would be like a 3-shot. However, if you can manage to kill the person fast enough while they're under the cursed debuff, it will always 2-shot players, which I can really appreciate the fact that this weapon is just consistent. Yeah, other than that, it's not really too special. Its travel time is kind of slow, so you kind of have to work with that. But other than that, you can rocket jump with this, so it's pretty good. But you can't really use it for 3-cat because it has fixed delay, so it's just kind of your generic 2-shot heavy, but it's still pretty good. Next up, we have Gift Stealer, and this is better in every way than Vertical Grip Device. It has a higher beginning capacity, it has a longer grapple distance, meaning it's just probably one of the, if not the best weapon in the game for movement. Other than that, it's not really good for anything else, which is why it's kind of low on this list. And also, guys, I found a glitch where I can find what is coming in the next lottery, not actually the one that's coming out tomorrow, but the lottery after that, the community voted lottery. And yes, Gift Stealer is in that lottery, so you guys will definitely want to try to get it. In my opinion, it's actually not as toxic as vertical grip device, because as you guys can see, the shots are more delayed, which actually I think contributes to its longer grapple distance. But yeah, it's still just a good special weapon, but not really too good other than movement. Next up is going to be Frozen Heart, and yeah, there isn't also really anything too special about this heavy weapon either, other than it is just a higher damage, lower fire rate weapon, like compared to Frightener, I guess. Yeah, it usually 2 shots, and I don't really know its damage. Actually, I'll just put the number on screen right now. So yeah, it does do a pretty good amount of damage, meaning that you're going to one-shot more often than most heavies, but again, you can't really rely on it because it is technically a 2-shot. However, what really carries this weapon is its area damage radius. It has a really big area of effect, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I guess this is probably like the least Christmas themed weapon on here. However, it was a major weapon in a Christmas update, so I thought that technically it counts as a Christmas weapon. Next up is going to be Sock Bomber, and guys, this is probably one of the most underrated weapons in the game. It is so freaking good. You guys will see that without modules, it pretty much always 2 shots, sometimes 3 shots, which can be pretty annoying, but without any modules or any sorry, I don't know why my voice just glitched there, but yeah, without any modules or any wow, it just glitched again. Without any modules or any wear, it is still a really good heavy weapon for getting kills, which is really interesting. You can rely on the ricochet because it ricochets a lot, so you can actually just kind of spray and pray, meaning that this weapon is pretty good in close range maps. However, guys, once you throw on like the jet fuel module and then extra damage, I guess, so you can consistently 2-shot, this thing will just shred Pool Party. You can definitely win games with this weapon, which is kind of insane, and I think this weapon just needs more recognition. It is absolutely crazy how good this weapon is. Next up, we have Ice Chaser, and this is another really good primary because it has the more damage to the cursed attribute. So as long as you can kill people fast enough while they are under the cursed negative effect, you will get really good gameplay out of this weapon. It seems to have a pretty high DPS, which is very cool. You can get multiple kills per magazine, which is pretty great. It's honestly a super underrated primary that I actually recommend you guys get. It's just pretty cool. It's really cool looking, it sounds cool, and it has really good gameplay. I don't really know, no, it wasn't buffed in the recent balance changes, so it's actually just been good for a while now, and no one's really known about it. So yeah, really good primary. Definitely recommend you guys get this if you ever can. Next up is Explosive Caramel. What's really cool about this weapon is it's very consistent. You can rely on this being a one-shot headshot all the time. It's sometimes even one-shot body shots, however, it's not really as common as other snipers. But yeah, it's still just a really good sniper because it's what you should expect in a sniper. A 2-shot body shot with a decent fire rate, and then also a 1-shot headshot. I feel like that's what you could expect in a pixel gun sniper. So yeah, it's just pretty good. It also has area damage, so you don't have to 100% accurately hit your shots. So yeah, I just feel like it's a pretty reliable sniper, and honestly, I don't really know why a lot of people don't use this weapon anymore. It's pretty good. And in the number 3 spot, we have Necklace of the Ice King. So this was another weapon that was recently buffed, and I believe it now does more damage than poison darts, making it just better in general than poison darts because it has area damage. And if you guys don't know, Necklace of the Ice King has no delay whatsoever, making it a crucial weapon in 3-cat gameplay. There are basically 2 weapons that you really need for a 3-cat loadout, and it's Poison Darts and Necklace of the Ice King. And now, Necklace of the Ice King is the way to go. It's just better than Poison Darts, I'm pretty sure. So, yep, Necklace of the Ice King. I'm sure you guys aren't surprised to see this on this list. However, not only is it good for 3-cat, but it's just good for getting kills on its own. So, definitely get this if you ever can. In the number 2 spot, we have Dark Deer Bow. This will always one-shot body shot fully charged, and also one-shot headshot fully charged, meaning it's a very reliable sniper. The only downside of this weapon is it has a little bit of a travel time, so you have to get used to that. But yeah, this weapon is extremely cool looking. It has an extremely cool death animation, and it's just really good in general. It also has weakening, meaning if you wanted to, you could get off a quick single shot just to reduce enemies' damage and then shoot them again. And yeah, it's just really good. Also, the gameplay in the background is done without modules, just to show you guys how powerful it is, even without any extra damage whatsoever, especially against these mythical armor players. And yeah, even though I'm not able to one-shot, I mean, I usually am, but for the times that I'm not, I can just flick off another shot and they'll die because it gets them so weak. So yeah, Dark Deer Bow is definitely a really good Christmas weapon that you guys should definitely get if it ever comes back. And in the number 1 spot, we have Christmas Ultimatum. Recently just buffed by over 60%. It is now one of the best heavies in the game, if not just one of the best weapons in the game, because of the cluster bomb. It now is almost exactly how it used to be pre-nerf, where it would one-shot with the rockets, and actually even just cluster bombs would one-shot players. However, they reworked cluster bombs altogether, which kind of killed this weapon, and then they just nerfed the damage on this weapon, which killed it. But now this weapon is almost back to how it was before. In fact, I think the only thing that's different is the fact that the cluster bombs do not one-shot or like just do as much damage as they used to. So yeah, Christmas Ultimatum is an extremely good weapon, especially for 3-cat, because it doesn't have delay. I would definitely recommend this over Destruction System, just because it's way easier to hit shots. So yeah, Christmas Ultimatum, I think, definitely deserves to be in the number 1 spot on this list. Well guys, that's going to wrap up the video there. I hope you guys did enjoy this. If you did, again, make sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe so you guys don't miss another Pixel Gun top 10 video, or just Pixel Gun video in general. So yeah, thank you guys all for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy, and I hope to see you guys all in the next video. Peace.